Speck Wright.
They are Speck Wright. This is an interview for the Keystone Crossroads Historical Society, and we appreciate you letting us come in, Speck, and talk with you today. Why don't we start out by you give us your birth date, if you don't mind, and a little history of the days before you was born, your folks and grandparents, if you'd like.
Well, I don't know if I can give you too much. I can give you some probably, but you'll have to ask me questions because I can't remember a lot of that stuff. I was born in 1906, May the 21st.
And your parents' names were?
Mother's name was Blanche, and Dad's name was Urban.
And their parents, was that Mr. and Mrs. Owen Wright?
Yes.
And that was your father's father?
Yeah, that's my grandpa.
Do you recall your grandmother and grandfather?
I can't recall too much about them. There was Grandpa, he passed away a long time ago.
Yes.
I can just remember him playing pitch, that's all I can remember.
Like to play pitch?
Yeah, he did.
Was he a pretty good one?
I guess.
Yeah.
I was too young to know anything about it.
Mr. Owen Wright was the homesteader, wasn't he? Didn't he make the run of
Yeah.
the 1893?
Well, whatever year it was. And I see, he homesteaded out around Eden somewhere. And some of the woolly fellers, or whatever you want to call them, they come in there one night and told him that they'd already had that blocked away, and he just got up and left it. And he moved right down there by House Creek Bridge.
So that'd be
here in Terlton.
Was that a homestead there as well?
No, it couldn't have been a homestead there. Because it wasn't in the run. See, he had it running out there by Guthrie. And he homesteaded in Eden.
Yes, sir.
And when I told you that them roughnecks or whoever it was come in there, they claimed that they'd already staked that out, which they hadn't, but he went off and left it. So he came down there, where the old tank farm is, right there.
So that would, according to today's times, that'd be right in there on the big curve going toward Terlton.
That's right.
And that was...
There was a house. There is a house there on the east side of the road. And Grandpa's house was right straight across on the west side.
Oh, he was on the west side of the road.
Yeah.
Do you know if there's any remains or foundations of the old home place there?
I probably couldn't find it. You can find books in it.
Yes. And we mentioned the Terlton tank farm.
Well, that was some of his land.
And they built the tank farm when your grandfather
some of
played.
No, not all of it. There's some of it his and some of it wasn't. And he moved to town and started running a hotel there in town.
Do you remember where the old hotel was in town?
Yeah, I know.
According to some of the old structures that are still
You know
there?
where the Kibbe building is? Where the old store is now?
Yes, yes, sir.
Right across the street.
Right across the street?
Yeah.
Do you have any recollection? Did anyone ever tell you how much it cost to stay there or anything like that?
I couldn't. Probably was told, but I can't remember.
I was curious about what the
I don't
prices
have
were
any
like,
idea.
back then.
It was probably $1 a night or something like that.
Something like that.
That's my guess.
So you can probably recall some of the Terlton oil boom days then, can't you?
I'm afraid I can.
Oh, you can.
I'm afraid so.
Okay. Before we get into that part, I'd like to talk about some of your school days. I understood you played football.
I played a little.
I recalled a picture of Mr. Kibbe had
Yeah.
y'all playing football.
Well, I played it. I played all of it. Football, basketball, baseball. That's all we had up there, Terrell.
I understood you had some pretty good teams.
And we went to state.
Oh, you went to state? I didn't know
Just, there were 6 players. 7. I guess we had 7 players. Had 2 substitutes, and that's all.
that.
That's all.
So you was playing offense and defense both?
Yeah, Hell, we didn't know they had to change.
You didn't know you had to change
We
it?
didn't know that, if I'm not mistaken, we played Fairfax for the state tournament.
And how'd that turn out?
They beat us by just a few points.
Oh, that's quite an honor
Yeah,
to have a team
back
like
in
that.
them days.
Oh, sure.
I can't tell you, I'll probably find an old picture of one of them, but I don't know. I think the grandson took them with him.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's right, but I think he took, I gave him a bunch of pictures, and I think there's some of them pictures that,
And when you went to school at Terlton, was it in the school that burnt down or the school that's there now?
I don't really know.
I can't remember the year that that one schoolhouse burnt down.
I can't either.
I was told.
Well, that's what it meant. No, I imagine it'd been the school that burnt down, I just imagine. But I never finished school there. I finished school at Stillwater.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see.
I went my last year at Stillwater.
Still
Dad.
living in Terlton or?
No, Dad moved to Stillwater.
And your dad, was he a farmer, a horseman?
Yeah, he's a mail carrier.
Oh, he was a mail carrier. Oh, I didn't know that.
Carried mail there for 13 years.
13 in Terlton?
Out of Terlton. He started horseback.
That was quite a long day's journey on horseback
Yeah.
every day, but
22 miles.
22 miles a day. Have you recollection of his mail route back then?
I mean, where it run, out run.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'd have to take you over it. I couldn't tell you. I know how it went, yes. But of course, the road's been changed now. See, we used to come down here at the corner of old Taylor Place and go north up the river there, and you have to go right by where the water was right, well, the water's right there where you can touch it. Go right by a big rock and go right on north.
Oh,
That road's not there anymore.
no, it's not.
So you can't very well, I could show you where it was probably.
Mhm. Those early day roads before the highways came in, were they more or less just trails?
Just
wagon
dirt
trails?
roads, yeah.
Dirt roads?
Just flying around. They weren't on the section line.
Just